Hello, hey, this is Bill. This is another instructional video. This one in particular is related to the track riser and speed reducer. So this particular piece of the track is probably going to be one of the most important ones for you if you want to create circuit racing on your racetrack. And what I mean by that is it will provide the ability for your marbles to continue and run multiple laps. So let's get started. This is a pretty significant build. Pause the video if you need. Take time to assemble a part, just pause the video and then we'll get started again. All right, well, let's get started. There's two packages that are associated with this item. The kit itself. These are all the pieces needed to assemble the bones of it, in essence. And then this is the parts package. The parts package comes with this is the clear Lexan that covers the track and prevents the marbles from coming off of the track after they get shot through the booster and up the hill. We'll put these on probably last in this build. There are multiple parts that come with this, the Lexan pieces, and then there's some foam. There's either foam or felt, and then there's some clear plastic pieces that you probably can't see in the video right now, but I'll show you those when we get to them. But this is an important part of the build so that it keeps the marbles on the track. And I'm going to set that to the side at the moment, and then let's open this. Your package would come something like this. It's packaged in plastic just to keep everything organized, and everything's been printed or cut so that it is easy to ship. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get all the parts out, and we'll spread them out just a little bit. Yeah, there's a lot of parts in this one, so you know, let's make sure we cover all of them. And just like the booster, we've numbered the items so that they are numbered on here. I'm not sure how well you can see that in the video, but there are numbers here. You know, here's 10, here's 11, 12, 13, 14. This is where we're going to connect pieces together that have the matching numbers. All right. Let's see here. I think I'll just put that there. These have number 1 and number 2 stamped on them, so these are the ones we're going to start with. And just like all of our other packages, they come in these little flat packages or flat holders to keep everything organized. When we punch it out, you don't need it anymore, so you can get rid of it. And then so I'm going to move things around here so I can have a build area. All right, so this item, it has the corresponding number 1 and number 2 on it, and I'm just going to punch these out. They may come punched out, they may not, but we need to have them punched out to use them. This, the way that we've cut this out, it provides flexibility to the wood, which is generally very rigid, right? So to make it flexible, we've cut the wood so that it is like, you know, flexible. A little bit stretchy as well, but pretty much we're just going to be flexing it. And then, as mentioned before, pretty much if you install items with the burnt side up, it will be easier to install, and then it's always you know, straightforward. You're always doing it the same way, so that would be nice when you're setting up your track. It's always going to look the same. Okay, so pretty much what we're going to do is we're just going to apply this flex track to the rail. And so as you see here, it's a really straightforward process, but let's get some glue on the bottom of our rail and get this thing glued. All right, here we go. Be generous with glue. There you go. I'm going to put some spray down on here so it dries quickly. But my number 1 and number 1 match right there, so I'm going to use that. And then just rotate it over and then hold it in place and let it dry. So that's all there is to that. It should go pretty easily. And just make sure that it's dry before we go on to the next section. And you're going to want to have the bottom of the rail flat with the bottom of this piece here, okay? I've created little cutouts on here. See how there's a little notch right there and there? So that should allow you to press against here and make it flat. And that's really what that's for, so that it stays flat, okay? All right, we're gonna do this one now as well. Okay, there we go. All right, and then what you have here is a piece now that when the marbles come out of the booster, they'll come here, they'll come out of the booster and then they'll start going up. This is a 45-degree angle, so they'll start to shoot up the track. And then you'll attach straight tracks, the regular standard straight tracks, to the other side of this, so they continue on and they'll rise up to whatever level you need, okay? Now, you'll need to have the booster on pretty fast to get the marbles to go up this, the track. And then because it's going so fast, we want to slow those marbles down so that they slow down and drop back on the track and continue racing. And so we've built, we have this other piece, which is the speed reducer. And so let's get those pieces out now. All right, so we've done 1 and 2. We should be looking for, here we are, 3 and 4. So here's 3. And here is 4. And then I'm going to pop this piece out here. We want this piece, but we don't want this piece. So I'm going to get rid of this piece. But I want to keep this one. So don't lose that piece. And here we have our 3 and 4 right here. So we're just going to put some glue on and get this guy glued. This is going to be glued just like any of the other straights are glued. Just press it on. And we'll do the same thing for number 4. All right, and we'll set that aside to dry. And then here is 5 and 6. And let's go get our 5 and 6 numbers. They're right here. So let's pop those out. Pretty much these are just short straights that we're building at the moment. All right, I'll glue number 5. Right there. And number 6. Right here. Okay. Now let's see, where's 7 and 8, if we can find those. So here's 7, 8, and 9. So let's pop some stuff out of this one. Let's just get this out. There's multiple pieces here, so let's knock this one out first. Okay, this guy, he's got a number 13 and 15 on him, so we're going to set him aside. We're not there yet. And then this guy here is going to pop out. And then this piece we do not need. Okay, so 7, 8, and 9. These are going to be small pieces that we glue on here. So let's see if we can find them. And I think they're right here. Here's 7, 8, and 9. So let's pop those guys out. All right, I'll set that aside. Okay, and number 7 is right here. Now, you know, these are connected here. They do have this little piece of material that was holding them in the holder here. If you want, you can clean those off. It's not necessary. Mostly I put these in areas that they would not affect the fit. So for example, this one pushes through like that. So we're going to do that. So there's 7. Here is 8. And here is 9. All right, let's glue these in place. These are not precision pieces. They are going to hold the trap door, but they're, you know, like I said, they're not necessarily precision pieces, but let's go ahead and see if we can get them lined up straight anyway. So there is that piece. All right, that was 7, 8, 9, and now we have number 10, and number 10 is going to be our short track right here, and there is number 10 right there, and number 10 is going to match up to this guy right here, so it's going to glue together like that. So let's get some glue on it. And I'm going to put some spray on it so that it will dry quickly. All right. So now we have these two pieces. And then we have the same here, like that. So I'm going to glue that piece on as well. All right, I'm just applying a little bit of pressure here. All right, there we go. So there's that unit right there. Let's get number... Okay, this guy here is the next one. So here's 11. Oh, that guy didn't dry. Let me get some spray on him, because we'll want to have those dry before we install it. All right, so I'm going to put some glue on this guy. And we're just sticking it in the hole, and I'm going to lift this as soon as I get some glue on it. Going to lift this so that these guys squeeze in here. There we go. And I would recommend, oops, we need to get another piece in here real quick. Forgot about this, number 12. Let's see if we can get him in here. In fact, it might be a better solution to go ahead and glue all of these pieces, this piece, the track piece, and that piece, onto one side first, and then drop this piece onto the top. So I would do it that way instead of what I just did. So why don't you, I think that'd be the best way to go about it. All right, let me get a rubber band around this real quick. So this will let dry for just a moment. All right, so we're at 12 now. 13 is going to be putting in this top piece right here. As you can see, there's 13 here, 13 here, and it's going to be going in the top right here. So I'm going to get some glue on it, and then I'll move the rubber band so that we can get this guy in. All right, and then I'll just slip him right in here. Those 3 spots, and then flex this out, and these 3 spots. Just like that. Now, like I've shown on a couple of my other videos, I always try to keep a piece of scrap around. There's a little bit of glue that has popped up right in here, and I want to get rid of that so that it's not going to affect. There's going to be a piece that slides in here, and I don't want glue to be sticking up, so I'll do that. And then this along this one. Don't let it glue on, but we're just cleaning that up, and then I'm going to spray it so that it cures real fast. All right, there we go. Okay, so now this is on here. All right. Okay, so that was 13. Now we need to find 14. Where are you, 14? Right here. So on this piece that we put these 3 guys on, here's our number 14 right there. And so we're going to be installing him so that these pieces are facing inward. So that they fit like that. I don't know if you can see that very well, but we're gonna put that in, and it just fits right in there like that. Okay, so I'm gonna put some glue on here and here. And then we'll just put this guy right on. Just like that. Move our rubber band. Hold it in place. And now we're going on to 15. So what we're going to be doing is a couple things inside here. We're going to add a one-way door. So there's going to be a piece of plastic that goes across here that will flip up as the marbles come powering into here, but it will flip down and not let marbles drop back down this way, back into where the marbles are coming up. We don't want that because there'll be collisions and we can break marbles and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, You're going to put a one-way door in there, and then also we're going to have multiple what I call gates, but you can call them whatever you want, the little curtains that will flap as the marbles hit them, will reduce their speed, and then of course have them drop back onto the track. So those are some of the things we're going to be working on next. All right.